This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, but the real star of today's show is the Sim Racing Systems Porsche RSR series by the Simpit. And we are here for Attack the Track, getting ready for tomorrow and Friday night's race at Watkins Glen. So here we are. Let me bring up our Watkins Glen graphic just so we can take a quick look at the track. And Watkins Glen is a really world-famous track. Maybe the most famous road course in America, the one that has seen Formula One at times. It sees IndyCar, it sees NASCAR. It is on the East Coast in New York. It is 15 turns in the variation we're running and 3.4 miles long, or 5.47 kilometers. It does have some challenging spots on the track, whether it be the bus stop, the chicane, if you want to call it. It's a double chicane. Very interesting. It's got some sweeping corners, some cambered corners. Very, very interesting track. You might notice already that things are a little different. My monitors look a little low to you. They should. I'm sitting about 4 inches higher. I am actually sitting in I'm sitting in an RSeat that has been adapted to work with the next level racing motion platform V3, I do believe. So we are going to be trying that out today. In addition to that, I've switched back to my Leo Bodnar wheel, and I'm using the Sam Maxwell rim for it, and Fanatec pedals. So there's not one thing other than the chair and the rig that is in common with what I normally do, and we will have a little bit of learning curve. So I'm not expecting miracles from myself here tonight. I am going to start off with my setup from last week, which was Road Atlanta, and I was really comfortable with that set. It was the one that Mitchie and I had worked on, and it should be a pretty good starting point for here in the Porsche. So we're going to start off with the qualifying trim and get down to business. Make sure I have my graphics on. You will hear some voices in the background. Those are the guys, the patron guys, all hanging out. Most of the guys that you hear are actually out on track with us. We do have some rivalries and some feuds that go on. In addition to that, we have our friends that we run in Wreckfest. So I heard earlier we had a little Wreckfest going on here even today. So let's see how this motion system works. Let's see how we can do it Watkins Glen and the Porsche RSR.
Good try, El Bucho.
Dude, I don't feel anything in this wheel except when I make a hard turn. Otherwise, it's definitely straight. I'm gonna restart the game.
I feel like my pedals are too close. We're gonna have to make a little adjustment. We're still getting things dialed in here.
Yeah, I would say you look a little bit changed right now.
How's your lumbar?
The lumbar is all good.
Alright, cool.
It is a booster seat spatial. Oh, a little hot into that one.
So, initial thoughts on going back to the bog?
It's not as strong as the first thing that I noticed for sure. Because the existing force feedback settings I had were very light. Other than that, I probably wouldn't notice.
Okay, good to know.
Ooh, a lot of curb there. A lot of curb there. Probably bordering on cutting the track, but no penalty. Good to know. Phenomenal grip on the RSR. We were just driving this in iRacing yesterday for the first time ever, this car. Yeah, it took about 3 hours to get it installed and running. I am hot in my room. I'm gonna need some fans.
So is here.
Where's that flip simulator when you need it?
Seriously. The more equipment, the more you need the wind sim. So I go too slow that time. Oh, it's Doug catching us. Pucho! Oh, the Cavs game.
You mean the Warriors game?
That's right. I'm with you, Nick.
Nice. So easy though, I'm not even gonna watch this year, but I'm happy.
Alright, we're only 7th on the board on our first lap. Coming for you, Franco. Whoa, that was a little aggressive. We could probably go a little earlier on the brake. I gotta move these pedals. I feel a little goofy sitting here. Steam King is the star of every show.
Am I really? I don't know about that.
We actually have a pretty good turnout tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Tom Cow is in the room. Oops.
All right, 1 second quicker on that lap. Setup feels pretty good.
Are you using the same one from last week?
Yeah. Oh, that's a cut. That's a cut in this one. Can't go wide out of one. I depend on that in iRacing. Alright, since that lap doesn't count, the one coming, let's make an adjustment to our pedals. Now, I thought I had told the next level to recline more. Doesn't seem to have remembered that. Let me see if I can...
You can adjust it like that? That's actually badass.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it took. So let me see. Oh, there's center. Park at level calibration. There we go. Yeah, I told it rear 2000.
Did you get that installed today?
Yes. Okay, let's hope that takes. I'm at minus 4,000. It reclined it. Blow and smoke, you like this, huh? I'm sitting way high. That's the one thing you might not realize. I mentioned it at the beginning, but my eyes are about the top of my screen, whereas they used to be about the middle, a little above middle maybe. So we are going to have to make some other adjustments. I have my wheel maxed out on height. That is about as high as you can get it on the RSeat. On top of that, I'm using the tall mount on the Bodnar wheel. And that was just enough to get me up into the ballpark, but I am at full extension. My pedals feel a little far below me, which means that they feel like I'm in a real, like, sitting for dinner position almost. Excuse me. Thank you, Goosebelly. Congratulations on your wheel. That's awesome. All right, let me get down there and adjust my pedals real quick.
Goosebelly. I've never even eaten that before.
Alright, that feels better. They might be a little a little fur now. Okay, let me get a swig of my coffee, put the microphone back where it belongs. I'm almost out of coffee. I didn't prepare very well. I was working on this rig all day long, so that really did have me a little delayed in getting things up to normal around here. So I'm actually quite exhausted. Hey, Brendan. I'm trying out a next level racing motion platform as I try to prepare for tomorrow night's race. Probably don't normally want to double up on those efforts. Jesse Conroy with the 146.319.
New personal best, but not really gonna do it.
Alright, 200 seemed a little late still. Yeah, I need more coffee too, Brendan. I like one of those dehydrated, overheated, exhausted headaches. Probably need water. I want coffee.
Gonna sleep good tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm worn out. Am I breaking down? Yeah, it's a YouTube breakdown. The exhaustion set in. I can't take it anymore. In fact, I don't want to drive. Let's just talk about how I'm emotionally unfit to be doing this.
That's, you know what, Shaun, I'm glad you brought it up first.
Doesn't even look like that seat's moving.
Yeah, it looks like it's planted.
Alright, now my pedals are a little far away, but still feeling way too low or below me. So tomorrow we're going to have to raise those pedals up.
Yes, it's not working, looks like.
Oh yeah, where'd my motion go? What the hell?
You probably pulled the plug out.
I didn't even realize. Luckily people are watching. You know, that's kind of interesting. You don't even notice you switch from motion on to motion off. Plug is in. Nothing got unplugged up there. It can't. It's anchored. Interesting. It was when I did my level calibration. So maybe what I need to do is activate. There we go. When I did that, it seems to have unactivated the profile.
Okay, that was weird.
Brendan, you said that this morning, and I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it. Do you know where they put it out? I looked at that website, F1 Esports, but I couldn't find it there. I'd love to check that out and talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, Jeremy, exactly. I think this will make you a little more exhausted. You know, I just noticed I didn't tighten my seat all the way down. Much like a heavy-duty wheel, this thing's certainly going to let you know when you've left things not tight. Start rattling everything loose.
What do you think about that thick wheel grip on that thing?
Oh, I like it a lot, and I think you'd really dig it, Jesse.
Oh yeah, no, I know I'd like it. But
I like it on a butterfly wheel or a, you know, like one of these type of formula rims, but I don't know if I'd want a round rim that fat. But since I have no intention of removing my hand from the wheels, I kind of like it.
Okay.
Alright, motion's back. Nick Ravencroft up to number 2. Climber on top of the board. Climber's done all the climbing, is at the top.
It's like, David's got a match.
And goes all the way down.
Lucky Mitchie built me a setup that can steamroll curbs so well.
Jamie says you're gonna need a Honda setup too.
I'd like it for belt tensioners. Belt tensioners is an automatic byproduct of a motion sim, especially a seat mover. I could brake later and harder for that corner. I'm kind of getting used to my brake pedal. I haven't used this Fanatec brake in a while.
Oh, Antonio, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And we're also testing out a next level racing motion platform. Oh, nope, we're gonna cut going that far off. I know better.
Oh, God.
I dented your car, Nick.
Uh-oh. A wild Shaun appears. He's on my tail. Now that if I let you get close, look at that.
Don's just running. Tom,
Oh, shit! Jeremy, a little bit. It takes a little while to get sensitized, so I only have like 1 hour of driving under my belt. There are layers and layers and layers of movement with it, and some of them are combined and some of them are separate. So it takes a little while till your brain really starts to find them all. But it does do a few clues for lockup. It does a few clues for like lateral sliding as well. So if the rear end starts to come out, you get a little bit of chatter out of it. Mako. Let me try to get a demonstration of lockup. Let's do a few runs and try to really stomp on the brake and see what the chair does. Seabass, that's a whole topic of discussion in its own. Alright, let's lock him up good. Oh, I can't even lock him up. Oh, see that little at the very end there when it started to lock up? Man, you can really jump on the brakes. I am not braking hard enough at all. I have to move my pedals one step closer. I'd like to...
Go ahead moving too close.
I think I had them at 2 and they're too close.
Oh, okay. I thought this whole time you were moving one closer.
Alright, if we get out of a straight line, it locks them up. In a perfectly straight line, this car really... I actually feel like my wheel might be one click too far away. Yeah, I'm not feeling those on much right now. I believe they are, though, because I have... Oh, I know, I turned off all vibration. Because I was testing a force feedback in a wheel, and I didn't want to be confused at all by what I was feeling. I'll look for it, Brendan. Not a bad run out of 1 and up the hill. On par with our best lap so far.
Stan just brake checked me. Is that even legal?
No, I gave you the inside. I gave you the inside.
Oh, you did? Oh, sure. Okay. Damn it!
I was on the outside of the corner.
That's how you know if another racer likes you. They brake check you.
Whoa, late.
Nick didn't need a brake check to figure that one
Ooh, like he likes to say.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Sitting at Watkins Glen.
Oh, late.
Buju, can you give me a warning for brake checking, Nick?
Yeah. Dad, you better be nice, okay?
Can you go call Nim?
Okay.
3 points on the license. Out of 12. Oh great, now Joa just...
Ah,
So close.
I got a little chatter out of the seat right there. Did you guys see it?
Look. Let me,
Well, in 15 seconds.
stop everything I'm doing.
Not you. Oh yeah, what are they saying, Brendan? Ah, we're gonna die there. Oh! Doug, holy.
Damn.
Someone get the license plate on that truck?
Make you some radar on it.
Let me check for your email, Brendan. Oh, my buddy Ben just sent me a cool shirt picture. I'll show you guys. Brendan, I did not get it. Oh, Skype. You said Skype. Skype. I'll have to check that after the stream. I don't have Skype running right now. Do it again. Sweet. All right, we are not looking very good on the board right now. We're going to have to do some work, do some improvement. 45.069 climber right now. Nick Ravencroft 145.329. Velocity breaker 45.373. Doug Hawley in fourth with a 45.677. Andreas Castanedas with a 146.095. If you're not, you're not. Or is there a secret behind the draft? The motion of the ocean. That's right. It's doing good. I toned things down a little bit from what we learned in testing earlier today, so I'm running 75% on a few of the controls to narrow the... I don't like a ton of motion, so we're moving it a little less than the default. It's also allowing me to isolate the flavors or the levels or the different feelings and effects a little better. Oh, I want to move one click closer with my seat. You mean the motion controller motors? Yes, they are, but that also goes back to the price. You're looking at a $3,000 seat mover versus the next cheapest option I can think of for a seat mover is $7,000. You want something that moves the whole rig, you're looking at $10 to $12,000 for a, you know, and up. D-Box. Brendan, are you in here, Brendan? Brandon? Nope. Brandon knows, he has a friend who bought a D-Box recently. I think you're looking at somewhere between 12 and 18 grand for a D-Box 4-post. And the other thing about small motors is I don't know of a weight rating yet. You know, I'm still just testing and assembling all my information. I probably don't exceed it.
No fat chicks.
No, on your lap.
I just want to see it work on Reckless.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting.
He's doing something good.
You rang, Shaun?
Oh, how much was the D-Box?
He got his on a deal on eBay for $75, and it was supposed to be $9, I think.
Okay, and that was a 4-post?
That was the 3 actuator with the shortest throw, which I think is 1.5 inches. So that's like the minimum you're going to be giving.
Okay. I just saw a car go flying off into the air.
Probably Bushman.
I'm not on the track, dude.
Why did it disconnected?
I think it was Kahootie.
Not me, I didn't fly off the track.
No?
Connection to the server again.
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was one of those kind of flying. It was like Magic Carpet Ride flying.
Did you do what I told you, Kahootie?
And then some, and it ain't working still. Piece of shit. Going in the garbage, I'm gonna go buy a new one tomorrow.
You router?
Sure, everything.
New modem, new router.
Connection, but Assetto Corsa. And I lost connection.
Ah, too early, too early.
Connection. I lose you guys on the voice and everything else.
You lose everything? Or you're saying you lose nothing else?
My YouTube over there is working. I'm talking to you guys on here. Everything works. Just Assetto Corsa just loses connection.
the same issue that Jesse was having.
Oh, sorry, Jesse. I knew that was going to happen too. I just stayed in the gas.
No, sorry, I was talking and tried to concentrate.
All you need to do is get a $400 router and you're set.
Yeah, right.
All right, 45.7 just as Climber jumps down to a 144.9 just to make sure we don't. Oh, and Velocity Breaker behind me on that lap, I think, of 45.098. We were doing all right at keeping him behind us, though, so I think we're getting there. Hey, Gas, how you doing? I am overheating is today's issue and problem. Combination of it being a little warm in my room. The house is air conditioning, so is my room, but I turn all this crap on and air conditioning, it all, this generation of heat seems to laugh at my, my air conditioning. The DOF Reality H3 full motion platform for $17.99. Yes, I've seen one of those. That's the triangular looking one, right? I will say that I was a little curious as to see how this would work and if it would feel really rickety and clunkety. And that was my first and foremost concern. I honestly saw this and thought, oh, I don't know, it's going to feel clunky. But no, it did not feel clunky, not at all. It feels really good, and it's actually fairly smooth. Do you set the brake settings in the main control settings? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that, Gas. I map all my controls in the main control area.
Well, there's that, but then there's in the advanced where there's force feedback. I think there's a brake curve, which you can adjust. I guess it's the linearity of the brake pedal.
Sure. Yeah, and I could take that out. I just made a massive change. I was on a full throw hydraulic pedal before, and now I'm on a very sensitive load cell with the stiff elastomers in it. Let's see. I need to turn on the fan and maybe even take 5. This is kind of messing me up right now. So why don't we watch Climber while I take a quick break, refill my coffee, turn on the fan, and cool down, because, yeah, I'm getting really, really hot. Yeah, I always wonder about that DIY wiper motor one.
About how awesome you
Hey,
are.
Randy Welch.
That was the last straw.
He's a wreck fest world champion.
Yeah, it wears you out a little bit more getting bounced around.
Be awesome.
Jesse, I would say it's 90%
Hit the bus stop, 'cause you know it's
entertainment, 10% performance.
Those that can't
There are
do
things that it can help you with on car handling,
Where you going?
but I do find that it's a little more distracting. Now, what I'm working on is finding that middle ground. I don't like a ton of motion, but I do like a little bit of motion. So getting it to that point where it moves enough to give you those sensations, let you know things like the brake lockup, let you know things like that the wheel, the rear end is stepping out. But I don't want it to distract me from hitting apexes and having precision turning or precision pedal work. And those are things I struggle with as is, so I don't need more distraction in that area. I'm not the smoothest of drivers. So I think maintaining a certain consistency of smoothness is more challenging, actually.
Oh, you make me cry.
Well, if I go 10 feet over there, Spatial, I'll be cold right now because I'm sweating.
Most of those imports, I should say, in general.
That's not a bad upgrade, Gas. It'll really change those. It is a little pricey for upgrading a pair of Logitech pedals, but it is a great mod, and you know, it drastically changes those pedals. You can go with the elastomer upgrade and skip the load cell upgrade for, you know, pennies, essentially. Not quite as effective, but also gives that pedal more life or feel. I need these air tubes like this guy has. Yeah, and that's the other thing. A motion sim is something that does take a bit of time to get used to. In general, I think it takes about 15 minutes to get up to speed in sim racing every time I get in my rig. This might add 5-10 minutes to process, and that's after driving it for a month and being fully used to it. But there's just more going on. There's more immersion, but until it starts out as distraction and works its way towards immersion. And if you have a lot of other things, like all these guys talking, restream that you're looking at, trying out new other equipment, all those little things make it that much harder to get really in sync with the motion. But when you really do start to zone in on it all, it becomes a lot more immersive. Yeah, I actually have a fan right there. I just have to get out of my rig to reach it, so I have to get up, but I want to refill my coffee anyway and stretch my legs. I'm very tight also from working. This thing weighed about 60 pounds, and I had to move it around and lift it, and, you know, not like 60 pounds is a ton, but lift that for a couple hours, and you'll feel it. So I'm definitely feeling it in my legs and in my lower back.
SPR on my rim is.
What?
Yeah, I've seen those, and I've actually built a motion-controlled air fan set for a sim that we worked on at CXE Simulation. I haven't built one for myself, but I have built and played one of those. We built 2 ducted fans that were pretty powerful, actually. Be right back, and they're speed sensitive.
What did I do now? Now you made me crash. Oh, you know, I don't even know.
All right, I'll be right back, you guys.
To be honest.
I just came out of the pit.
Oh, I'm a horrible person. You know what I did? I forgot. I turned my down.
Sorry, Jesse, that was me.
Oh, it's cool.
I didn't expect you to brake so hard going down into the left.
I fucked up because, no, it's cool. I adjust my downforce front all the friggin' way. And the rear was at like 12. Try a little high.
Oh, Shaun Seabrand's in here to kick all our butts now.
Is Eric racing? No?
I don't see him. Sounds like an initial dab.
Yep, that's what the D stands for.
Gotta play that music though, don't forget.
This is what it sounds like on mute. That's how I watch Initial D.
It's actually kind of fun to watch live. They did it in Long Beach, it was kind of cool. Only because you can smell the rubber and stuff like that.
So, Chris, what's your modem router?
My modem is through Armstrong cable.
Get rid of it? Yep.
That's the problem right there.
I can't get rid of it. I have TiVo.
Get rid of it? Yep.
No.
Well, usually they'll have, if you go to the cable company website, they'll have a list of the compatible modem/routers you can actually buy. That's what I did when I bought a different one for Comcast, and it worked.
All right, let's turn that fan on and get back to work. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, time to get back to work. I think this practice just ended. We're waiting. All right, I got that fan going. That feels good. Oh, my dog's locked out, and my fan's turned a little at the wrong angle. Max, are you locked out? Come on. Lambo. Yeah? What box? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, sorry. Always apologizing. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what this is going to do to my power bill. Good question there. I don't think you were talking about that, but it's a concern I got to take or think of. Do you see that beautiful car? Thank you, Stan. All right. Very funny, Alexander. Motion on.
Motion off.
Thing's voice activated.
Alexa, turn on my motion sim.
Everybody's Alexa right now is going, what the fuck did you just say?
Oh, session ends in 2 minutes. I thought we already did that.
Alexa, order 20 liters of Tide.
Alexa, set Velvet to 8:10
Oh! Whoops. Alright, we need to wait for this session anyway, so. Fan feels good. Starting to cool down. Headaches lingering somewhere. Did you have to let it linger? Well, right on. We're watching Velocity Breaker. I like that brown and gold paint job. Sponsored by UPS. Oh, it says DHL. Whoops. Oh, very clever Ghost sponsor in the yellow stripe. I like that clever work. Order Shaun a new car. You get a car. You get a car. I've been giving a lot of thought lately to what car I would get. And it's really funny. I don't even know what car I would want to get if I was going to go buy a new car. Like, usually I'm pretty sure, oh, I want this. And it might even be a goal of mine. And right now I am so not inspired by a car. I love my Datsun. I work from home. I want a really good road bike. Tour de France, you know, road bike, like cardio work. Who's that right behind? Oh.
My lollipop man only has one leg.
Your lollipop man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that.
Shaun Seabrand tracking him down.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of flex that wasn't there. So, since we're just sitting here.
Thanks, Jesse.
Where is that flex? It's just in the whole 4 inches of travel. Money no object. I am a Porsche guy. You know, I don't, unless I'm buying an old Ferrari for investment, I'm like totally over any supercars. I don't understand needing it. It's like I'd rather have a track car than a supercar for the road. If I were going to be buying a car because I just hit the lottery, I would probably just buy a nondescript Porsche. I mean, I wouldn't even get a turbo. Just get me one that's going to be a daily driver, and I'll put 200,000 miles on it.
I'm pretty sure that seat has
and beyond that, I want a Ford Raptor.
That will eliminate some of your head
Ooh, let the redneck come out. Yep, that's right. I want a Ford Raptor.
So it makes it feel.
And I'm not a Ford guy.
And
there you go, Brandon. Like a built-up trophy truck for the road. I know what you're talking about. I see those, and I'm jealous of those guys.
The seat would feel great in VR. Like it would be even more immersive, maybe.
I'm gonna have to get Dennis to send me his VR back.
Jesse's got like 3 of them. Tell him to send you one.
Send you mine, but I don't think I'd ever get it back.
Oh, we're ready to drive. A sleeper wagon, there you go. Like a 5 Series BMW wagon. You talking like that? Or like I like the new Jeep SUV. It's not really a wagon, it's definitely an SUV. I am a huge fan of the Jags.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next car. SRT8 Grand Cherokee.
Is it?
Yeah. I just finally paid off my truck. Now I need to sell it. Jeep Grand Cherokee.
I worked for the guy in North Dakota who had a SRT8 Jeep Grand Cherokee. That thing was wicked, but he got rid of it because he didn't like it in the snow at all.
I was gonna go try and buy a new one, but they're like 60, 70 grand. I'm like, oh hell.
Oh, sorry, Stan.
Nope, I'm on an outlap, dude. No worries.
He was like a 35, 40-year-old single military guy, was up in North Dakota making all that oil field money, man. He got his brand new, of course.
They have the new ones too, the Hellcat motor in it. They're like 100 grand.
For a Jeep?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's such a waste of money. You know what's disgusting?
Car, please.
How they like Jeep Wranglers.
Why was
oversized go-kart at best.
Jesse does not like cars, don't listen to him.
For 45 G's.
Morning, good evening.
Heiko! Heiko!
Heiko!
Will you come shame us, please?
You know, I was feeling about myself when you come here and make me miserable.
Actually, I've rethought it. Money, no object. I'd like to, like, take my Datsun, do a body-off restoration, and completely modernize it. Electric windows, comfortable seats, not the racing seats. I'd leave it with the... I would get rid of the V8, and I'd put a twin-turbo Nissan 3.7 liter out of an Infinity.
Or an RV?
RB 26.
Is that the Skyline?
Yep.
You gonna put the Q1R quick disconnect?
3 birds, mighty karma.
Yep, I just watched that. Like, that was a great set of episodes.
And then I'd take my beautiful Chevrolet motor, and I'd find some donor Camaro or Impala, and I'd get a second car out of the deal. I'd find, like, even a 70s V6, and then obviously throw that motor away. Put my big Chevy motor in it. It'd be a beautiful thing. But yeah, I don't need a modern car.
So you gotta work on it.
Well, you don't work on a modern car. You use it till it's done and you throw it away.
Exactly. That's why I like them.
No, a few people have mentioned the Mighty Car Mods 240Z. I believe that was a Skyline motor in that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a buddy send me a link. He's like, you gotta watch this. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I can't watch it. It'll bum me out.
It's so beautifully done.
They did the entire rear end, everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd pretty much scrap everything but the glass and exterior body. And just, even if it was custom built, you know, it's like rebuilt suspension, reinforce the unibody. The interior, I would, like, actually try to find a way to cut and modify a modern dash to fit it in. And again, I'd like to make it so you got in and it felt like you were getting in a car built in the 2000s, not in the 70s. Because mine's already a Frankenstein. There's no point. Mine will never be stock. So it's a lost Z by some standards.
Yeah, but you love it, so that's all that matters.
Exactly, and that's why I don't mind doing as many freaky things to it to just make it like a... Well, it's already one of a kind. That's kind of why I love that car. It's like I've never been somewhere and someone pulled up next to me and was like, hey, look, we have the same car. Not even close.
Hey, sorry about that, guys.
Deja vu on Shaun.
Grand.
Oh, I'm driving terribly now. I'm having a hard time getting in the car right now. I'm being very easily distracted by a variety of things. One of them being just kind of being tired. One of them is my monitors are too low.
Looks like it in that video.
Takes time to get used to, like, any adjustment, really.
Yeah, it does. Oh, we're gonna loop it there. No. Shit. It is a Franken Z. I also call it the Ratson because it's all rusty, so it's a Rat Rod Datsun.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm driving terribly right now, you guys. Having fun, just not driving very well.
And road kills.
I guess that was the ticket, right?
I need my pedals to be here, not here.
Right.
If I could get my pedals here, I would be comfortable. Get my monitors there, I'm okay. I don't mind the 4-inch lift that we've done, but I obviously have to change everything else to be okay. I'm okay with my wheel. This is a good spot. I thought it was going to wiggle more, but with how much I'm being wiggled, can you tell? I'm not getting any interference or what I like to call counter frequency. I always hate, you know, wiggle isn't that bad if everything moves together. But if you get a thing where, like, your seat moves one way right when your wheel is doing the other, and you get, like, this... That's how those bridges fell down back when they were learning to build suspension bridges. Okay, let's see if we can do better. Head in the game. Come on, Cole.
Just follow Jesse through that corner.
Dog pile. We got a little close to a Wreckfest session there. That's going to be next, is testing this chair in Wreckfest. Alright, Jesse, just for you, I am going to increase my force feedback a little bit more.
You better.
Because right now I'm on 15%. That's where I left it off with the OSW. I'm going to go up to 20% with the Bodnar, and we'll see how that works out. I'm not feeling the wheel all that much. I got a motion sim. I'm pretty excited about this, I have to admit.
Good.
It's fun.
That's how it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's yours, and it will be a permanent card?
I mean, like, if I were going to build a new ride or recommend a new sim to everybody, it's like, man, sure, I'm going to start with, like, a high-end graphics card, a good computer, maybe even a direct drive wheel in today's day and age, a good solid rig, triple screens, good set of pedals, and then I'd be like, and then if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, motion is fun. Your friends are going to dig it when they come over. You know, right now, your friends come over and they don't drive your rig. I guarantee you put motion on it and they will drive your rig. I got a chatter right there as I push the front end grip. Feeling that in the motion. Right there, I got a little like this. I was doing that with the gas and not being smooth. And the sim motion actually is what reminded me to be smooth right there. I felt that erraticness because the moment I did the herky-jerky with the gas pedal, the seat reacted. So that is one of those areas where, you know, there are things that it could help you with sensory. Know what you're doing with the car at all times. So it's not gimmicky or only about fun. But that doesn't necessarily mean it makes you faster either.
Yeah. But it helps you make
More seat of the pants feel.
Say it again, you guys?
More seat of the pants feel.
Absolutely. And again, what...
More consistent. Because you get that repeating motion more than just in your wheel and more than just when you rumble on your pedals.
Right. Alright, we are a 10th off out of turn 1 on that one. This chicane is where a lot of time is really made or lost. And you gotta be pretty aggressive. Oh, not that aggressive. You can't four-wheel the bumpers.
Come on around me, Jesse.
Thank you, thank you.
I just wanted to look at your butt, see if I could find the racing line, man.
Yes, a poncho will make you faster. That's been proven.
So, Mike, what do you think your initial thoughts from the G29 to the Fanatec 2.5?
The Goodbye Toys Hello Realism probably sums it up the best. It's just an amazing difference. I did not like Assetto Corsa at all with the G29, and I'm actually enjoying it.
Are you talking the 3.7 liter Infinity motor, Jeremy? And if that's the case, it's to be more honest or correct, I spoke out of turn. I really don't know exactly what motor I'd get. I just know that I would like to put a turboed 6-cylinder Nissan motor in the Datsun. which exact displacement I would end up doing research on what was like the cream of the crop year of the block, computer to match it, and then obviously if I'm going to over boost the thing, it's going to have to get some computer work done as well. I don't know that that would be any lighter than the Chevy V8 that's in it, to be honest with you. By the time you put an intercooler and a turbocharger and the big V6, it's not a small one. Yeah, I am, Brandon. It's part of my lacking immersion tonight. I thought, hey, if I have a new wheel, new pedals, new seat position, and motion to get used to, hey, why not try to read the chat at the same time and talk throughout the entire lap? These are my tips to why do I suck at Watkins Glen. Oh, the Chrysler 300 motor. Okay. But still, with that said, I don't mind saying I really don't know exactly what is the choice Nissan or Infiniti displacement, because I know they were a 3.5 for a while, then it was a 3.7. It might be one of those scenarios where the 3.7 actually has no benefit other than it makes a better badge, which I could care less about that. I want the better motor. And it might end up being a Skyline motor, because I think you can get a Japanese Skyline motor with 35,000 miles on it for like dirt cheap. Relatively speaking, dirt cheap. I think they have to get rid of their motors after 35,000 miles, and it's a good way to get good Japanese motors. This is brand new today, the motion system being added to the rig. This is really our first serious drive. We tested 3 sims earlier when I put it on, but now we're really trying to get a little more used to it. $370 Hemi, that's a big boy.
Yeah, it's not you, Chris.
An LT 383. That's actually what mine is.
Private server, and as soon as I got in, I lost connection.
My motor is out of a 73 Camaro Z28. It was the high performance model with the pink connecting rods and all that. So it's the old school block. It was bored out and redone at a 383 and a big ass cam put on it. 850 double pumper carburetor. And then I, a couple years ago, went to electric and, you know, the coil MSD. You know, I'm not running a points ignition, but it's still on a rotor.
Yes.
And it's about 450 horsepower. 400 maybe. A little early on that corner. I gotta lighten up just a little bit.
know when you have it running.
Is that a video of you streaming?
Yep.
Yeah, I see.
I need an opinion. A professional opinion. What about that?
Yeah, I do drive from gas station to gas station on that thing. And it still has like the little tiny dots and tank. Oh, cut. Went too wide. That's gonna be a slowdown right there. Feeling a little bit of vibration out of the curbing through the seat as well. Oh. Didn't feel that very.
That looks fine. I like that. That's more texture to the screen.
Hey Shaun, don't forget to put on the don't forget the virtual mirror.
Oh, yeah. What's the button for that one again, Shaun?
F11, I believe.
F11, yeah, that's right. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Shaun.
No problem. That makes it a lot better for the live stream.
Yeah, especially with this car where the camera's off on my right screen.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I look at your races, I always find myself wanting to see who's behind.
Alright, we're right back.
Yeah.
That should be more fun for tomorrow night.
Agreed, agreed. Other upgrades my Datsun got was it got the R220 upgrade, which is like the rear end. So it's a half shaft rear end car. And the 220 was the racing Nissan Motorsport or Datsun Motorsport racing rear end on the car. So it does have a beefy rear end, but beefy by the standards of a Datsun, not of a 450 horsepower Chevy. But I have bald tires, so it means that my traction can never exceed the power. Alright, we'll do a little more and then we're going to bring this one to an end. We're coming up on a little over an hour. I am tired. I started tired, so I'm sorry. Today's kind of been a weird stream. Running fourth on the board. Running okay. I'll have to do a little bit of racing to speed, but tomorrow night we're going to race in motion.
That should be fun.
Yeah, it really should.
Somebody get Shaun Cole so you can full review on that seat. See what the motion is like.
Go RSR, go. I do love this car.
Franco, if you get to the tunnel, you can go outside the track. Keep going.
Ah, shoot. Yeah, I gotta finish the starter project and get back to driving the Z. I was talking to my brother about that today.
Whoa! Here comes Psycho.
See, I'm not the only one that drove back there out of curiosity.
Hey, you can go outside the track if you get over to the tunnel.
Nice.
Why does it always sound like I'm the evil?
It's your accent.
You mean the Russian accent?
Yep. If you talk slow and low. Sounds really creepy.
No, I got him figured out. He's a Russian posing as a German.
so funny, Captain. Nothing but a car show. Hilarious.
Oh, there's later. That's one way to go later. Over break. Or late break. No, no, no. I don't want anyone else working on the car. Futurama.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good evening.
How's it going, Franco?
Franco.
Yeah, it's a buddy.
99. What happened to Nick? You guys made him mad or what?
I don't think so.
He left chat. I wonder what happened.
Good.
Let's do the first episode. Stan pushed him off the track one too many times.
I didn't push him off the track at all. He could have chicane.
Behind the barrier.
Where did you go?
Someone is behind the barrier.
What are you doing?
Ah, we lost time on the final corner.
How did that?
You can drive behind the barriers.
You're gonna.
No, I'm not driving the wrong way. I'm driving around the outside of the track. It's all good.
Crap.
Except this part's gonna be interesting.
Oh, okay. I might be done, you guys. This headache's not going away, which sucks. Yeah, no lowrider. I have flared fenders RF. I already have that. They're bodied though. They don't look like stick-on ones like most people have Datsun flared fenders. They just look like they're stuck on. I actually have a T6 spatial. I have a T6 manual 4-speed in there.
Oh. That should not have happened, Stan.
Ooh, 4-speed. That thing's screaming an
A lot of this, it shouldn't have happened.
144, 131 is what I need to do. 0.8 off in Sector 2. Okay, good to know. I'm going to have to focus on that. Oh, I have no air conditioning in that car. Yeah, no. That's all gone.
There's no room for it.
So, alright, so you guys, it's been fun. I gotta tell you, I love doing these streams with a lot of people talking and distracting. Time for a car chat show and tell. We could do that one day. That I wouldn't mind doing if I could get it so I could go out there and turn it on. Oh, I'm sorry, then it's a T... I don't know. It's a T something. I haven't thought about my car in a long time. Oh, no, it's not a T6. It's a Muncie. It's not a T. It's a Muncie 4-speed. I'm sorry. Sorry about
I was
that.
gonna say, how did you get a Tremec on that engine?
Yeah, no.
From
It's,
that vlog ago?
yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was reading and talking and driving. It's a Muncie 4-speed, yeah. Which is not ideal at all.
2-speed power glide for drag racing.
But I can run my car awfully fast in first gear in that configuration. So, alright, so yeah, like I said, got a little bit of a headache still. We've been on the air about an hour and 15 minutes. A little more than just attack the track, being that it was attack the track and get used to my setup. What I need to do is lift my pedals. That's job number next. Job number next.
Job number next.
Yeah, if I can lift my pedals up a little bit, a lot, I'd be happier. So I'm going to do that, try to get that done before tomorrow night's race. So that's my job tonight after dinner. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. with the pit stop. We will be back at 11 a.m. with our interview with Jack Keatley. Another alien extraordinaire, just going to get inside his head and find out what makes him tick, what makes him such a damn good sim racer. So we'll find out everything we can from him. And then back tomorrow at 6 p.m. with the race from here at Watkins Glen and our sim racing systems. Porsche RSR. Look at Stan doing some donuts. Stan Donut. And there was one other thing. One other thing I was going to tell you guys we were going to do. Oh, I was going to figure out a time to go live and just go from sim to sim to sim to sim with the motion sim, which we did today. Look at you guys. Oh, you guys are hysterical. Oh, what do? I put mine into the wall. I can't
control off, Shaun.
I can't do donuts. I suck. So anyway, we had our fun tonight. We will have more going on tomorrow. And then maybe Friday morning. We'll make Friday at 11 a.m. I got to check my schedule to confirm this, but we'll try to do more testing with the motion sim. Haven't done Wreckfest with it, and I haven't done Dirt 4 yet. So that'll be interesting when we get to there. Awesome NCTWO. How do you like that rig? I love that rig. We did Project Cars 2 today on the live stream for patrons. Did about 3 hours today unboxing and getting this set up. So, that's why I'm kind of a little exhausted today. It's been a long day with a lot of streaming, a lot of time under the lights today. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you all for being here.
Drink some water.
Yeah, I definitely need to drink some water and cool down and relax. So you all have a great evening. We'll see you all in the morning. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.